Hello, students. We know how to prove two statement patterns are equivalent. Usually, we use the truth table. Two statement equivalence means we will take the left hand side and its truth value will find out, and the right hand side truth value will find out. If both the truth values are identical, immediately we will say from column number 5 and 8 both are identical, so the given statement pattern is equivalent, we will say. But here today, without using the truth table, by using the algebra of statement, which one is giving over here, using this one, you have to prove the statement pattern are equivalent. So here some properties are given. Among these properties, commutative law, associative law, distributive law, De Morgan's, many properties are given. So in this one, some important properties. What are the properties we are going to use for the following sums? I am going to discuss that one. First one, commutative law. Commutative law means two statement. One statement is P. Another statement is Q. These two are connected by the connectivity PRQ. Suppose you want to write, interchange this one, you can write, interchange the order, you can write. This property name is commutative law. The commutative law means if P and Q, then also you can use P and Q. If you want to write, you can write Q and P. So we can interchange the order. That is called commutative law. Now, associative law. What is this associative law? Suppose P or Q or R. It is given. It can be written as PR, Q or R also you can write. Otherwise, you can write it is PRQ or R. This also you can write. All the three are same. This is called, simple adjustments we are doing, it is called associative law. Now, I am coming to the very important one, widely used one, that is distributive law. Distributive law is just, we are going to open the bracket from this one. So I am explaining for AND, the same one for OR also. So P, R, Q and R. So we are going to open the bracket, means P or Q, it is one set, and P or R. You can open the bracket by using this one. This is called distributive law. Now in case, suppose it is there in this way, PR is common, we will take PR common, so it is Q and R, it will be inside. So both the case we will say by distributive law. Now another important one, the complementary law. What is the complementary law? Whenever you are comparing a statement and its negation, by using or, otherwise and, any one of that one. If you use, this is called complement law. It will be, some cases it will be false, some cases it will be true. So the complementary law is one statement and its negation we are going to compare, Q and negation of Q, Q or negation of Q. The negation we are going to compare, that is complement law. In this complement law, from the we will get the result false or true. Now P is comparing with the true, otherwise P and false. With a logical connectivity we are going to get the result. So any statement and true, any statement and or false, that is called identity law. That is called identity law. From this table, by using the table, we are going to solve the sum. And listen, last two are given. Listen, conditional law. Conditional law can be written as, suppose conditional law can be written as, it is P to Q. P to Q. It is conditional law can be written as, it can be written as a negation of P or Q. It is, we can replace that one by negation of P or Q. It is conditional law. So no need to use this truth table. Directly you can prove by using the law, you can write this one. Now biconditional law is also there. Now see some examples we are going to see. Then listen, biconditional law I am going to use first. One sum, biconditional law I am going to use. So this is a table. This is a table. Each and every sum you are going to use it. For example, here the first one. In this first sum, see the left hand side. See the left hand side. First sum left hand side, we have to prove this one. So biconditional, you can apply biconditional. You can directly apply biconditional. So listen, what is a P if and only if Q? This is given. So the biconditional, I am going to apply the biconditional law. What is biconditional law? Negation of P or Q and negation of Q or P. It is by using biconditional law. Immediately you can write in the side, the law should be written, biconditional law. Now I am seeing the right side. Right side, what I have to prove, listen, I have to prove negation of P and this one. So I am going to take negation out. Negation out from the first bracket means it will come, negation is out means P, it will go to and negation of Q. From the next one negation is out. So you will get Q and negation of P. So listen, Q and negation of P. We have taken, simply taking negation out, that is for De Morgan's law. Only two laws we have used. One is, first one, we are using the biconditional law. We have used the biconditional law. First one, biconditional law. Second, we have taken the negation out. Negation out means, see, biconditional law, this part I have used. So textbook it is used. First they have used this one, then next they have written this one. That is biconditional law. And another one, second, we have used the another property. 1 minute. We have used the other property, that is De Morgan's law. What is De Morgan's law? We can multiply negation inside, otherwise you can take negation common also out. So that is De Morgan's law. Now see the next sum, second sum. In the second sum, listen, left hand side, see the left hand side, negation of P or Q or negation of P and Q. These two are there. So we have to prove that is equal to negation of P. We have to prove it is negation of P. Now listen, we are going to P or Q, negation of P or Q. So first I am going to multiply negation inside. Negation inside means it is De Morgan's law. It is De Morgan's law. Listen, first I am going to multiply negation inside. So what will come? Listen, first bracket will be negation of P and negation of Q. There is no change in the next one, P and Q. Yes, this step I will get. Now after this step, I'll see this one. These two steps, one is common. Listen, what is common? See, so you will write here De Morgan's law, first one. Second you have to see negation of P and, negation of P and. So I will take negation of P and it is common out. So what will be remaining? Negation of Q or Q. Negation of Q or Q. Now I have taken the common out, otherwise a common number is taken inside the bracket, means that is called distributive law. So second step, distributive law. After the distributive law, listen, a statement and its negation. If you use a statement and its negation by using the logical connectivity, then that law is called complementary law. If you see the complementary law in your textbook, it is negation of P and this is true. That is complementary law by using. Now next one, negation, any statement, negation of P renado, P renado. It is a statement, negation of statement and T and true. Then identity law, you will see the identity law, it is any statement and true is that statement itself. Therefore, it is equal to right hand side, negation of P. Now listen, what are the statement I have used? The same one. First one, see, we have used the distributive, we have multiplied that one inside De Morgan's law. Second, it is clearly written in the side by side there. This is the way you have to write the notes. Listen, next one, the third one, negation of P and Q. Left hand side is only this much. So we are taking right hand side. Now, what is the right hand side? P or Q and negation of P. Yes. Now listen, negation of P. Now I am going to prove that, taken the right hand side, I am going to prove the left hand side. I have to open the bracket. Open the bracket means distributive law, first one. So distributive law. Otherwise, if you take negation of P first, it is commutative law. So distributive law, we can distribute it. Listen, what will come? P, listen, P and negation of P, or Q and negation of first. We are getting this one. Next one. Next step, it is distributive law. Next one, what is there? P and negation of P. A statement and its negation. So connected by and. So a statement and its negation is equivalent to false. So first one is false. False or Q and negation of P. Negation of P. Next one, false. We are going to compare with false, means it is the property name is identity. Identity property we are said, if you are compared with a false or any statement is the statement itself. The statement itself means it is Q and negation of P. Now what I have to prove? Negation of P and Q. So I want to interchange the order, means it is commutative law. It is commutative law. We can order. So we can prove it. So we have taken the right hand side, I have proved the left hand side. Now listen, so I am taking without using, the sum will be in this way, without using truth table, prove that. So first one, see, it is biconditional. First one, left hand side is biconditional. Already the first sum we have done, biconditional type of sums we have done. The side by side you should write. You have to write the conditions properly. So what are the law we are using, you have to write in the right side. Listen now. First we will take P. This is given. Left hand side I have taken. From the left hand side, next I will write it is the biconditional law. What is biconditional law? This can be written as negation of P. It can be written as negation of P or Q, and it is negation of Q or P. It is biconditional law. The statement should be written in the side. Next I will see, we can open the brackets by first by this one, negation of P and this bracket. This is one step, negation of P and this one, or Q and negation of Q or P. Now we are using distributive law. Once again I am going to use the distribution. Negation of P inside, so distribution in the first bracket, negation of P and negation of Q, it is one set, or negation of P and P, it is another one. It is for the first bracket. Then I am opening the second bracket, Q and negation of Q, or Q and P. This is a case you are going to get. So twice we are using the distributive law. First it is given. After that one I have used biconditional law. Then I am expanding this one by using distributive law. Once again I am using the distributive law. So now listen. Then how the next step will be there? Just see, the same sum I have taken. First it is, listen, first I have used biconditional, second to bracket distributive law, then also distributive law. Now listen, I am going to explain the next step, how it will come. Listen. Now in this one we will see P and negation of P and P. So negation and a statement and its negation means it is complement law. What is complement law? And means it is a false. So it is false. Therefore Q and negation of Q is also false. Then it is complement law. After the complement law, we have to take the logical relation between false and one statement. False, if you take the relation from false and one statement, means we have to think about identity law. In the identity law, false or any statement is the statement itself. For example, P or false is equal to P. That means any statement is there, means same statement. So this one or F, so the same statement is going to come, it is also going to come. Now listen, after this one we are seeing the right hand side. What is in the right hand side? See, right hand side I have to prove P and Q or negation of P and Q. So I am seeing here Q and P is there. So commutative P and Q or negation of P and Q, we are going to write it is equal to right hand side. So simply first we are opening the bracket by using, biconditional and distributive law. After that one, commutative, any statement and its negation, commutative law. So we have done, can prove. So one more sum in this one we are seeing. So the third sum in this exercise, sorry, the third sum it is in the exercise, the third sum. Listen now, here I am explaining this one from here. Listen, here first you see the third one, I am going to take the left hand side. We will take the left hand side. From first one and second one, from these two, first and second, what is common you see? And Q is common. So I am going to keep the last one as it is, or P and negation of Q, let it be in the side. In the first two, what I am going to take, and Q is common out. So what will be in the bracket? P or negation of P. P or negation of P. So it is distributive law. It is distributive law. So then P or negation of P. P or negation of P means a statement that its negation is there means, so it is complementary law. Next one will go for complementary law. It is true and Q, or P and negation of Q. We will get the next line in this way. It is by complementary law. Now we are going to the logical relation, algebra statement of true and any statement. True and any statement is identity law. True and any statement is the statement itself. That means it is becoming Q. It will be Q only. Q, P and negation of Q. Next, once again I am open the bracket. That's why it is distributive law. Q and P or Q or negation of Q. Listen, Q or P, it is distributive law. Now Q or P, let it be a statement or its negation. A statement or its negation. Q or negation of Q. A statement and its negation or its negation means we have to think about the complement law. So it is and true by complement law. Now here true or false is with any statement, then we have to go for identity law. Identity law means if it is coming and the same one, see, T and Q is Q itself. That's why Q. That is identity law. After that one, we'll see the right hand side. What I should prove, I have to prove it is P or Q. P or Q. But here Q or P is there. So we are going to interchange. That is called commutative law. That is commutative law. Listen, see the statements. First, this sum I have taken clearly. First two, negation of Q is common. So it is it should be written distributive law, not commutative, distributive law. Then we are using this P and negation of P is equal to T. It is complementary. T and this one is identity. Once again we are open the bracket, that is distributive. Then Q or negation of Q, that is true complementary. Then compare with the true and any statement identity, then commutative, we are going to get the answer. These statements are very important in this one. Thank you.